Mina wakes me up bright and early the next day. I take a quick shower and meet everyone downstairs for breakfast.
Good morning, sweetie.
Good morning, Aunt Emiko. Aunt Emiko greets me as I enter the kitchen, a blink in surprise before responding. Good morning, Aunt Emiko. You don't have to be at the bakery this morning?
Oh, I'm heading out in a moment, but I thought it'd be nice to send you off to school, just like when you were little.
Mina strolls into the kitchen, catching the tail end of the conversation.
Mom, that's so embarrassing. We aren't kids anymore.
I mean, she's not walking us to school, she's just seeing us off before we walk to school.
I know! You two grew up so fast!
And before you know it, they look like me. She pinches both of our cheeks affectionately. Mina and I duck away, just nope. None of that. None of that. Aunt Emiko.
Mom, stop.
Okay. I won't bother you anymore.
Where's Erilynn during all of this? She chuckles, wiping her hands on her apron.
Your lunches are packed and breakfast is on the table. Since you're all set, I'm going to go back to the bakery and check on Hajime. Oh, and tell Erilynn I wish her good luck.
Aunt Emiko gives us each a hug and disappears out of the kitchen. I know she and Uncle Hajime are busy with the bakery, so it's extra nice to know they make the time for us whenever they can. That is true. Mina and I start eating. Erilynn joins us as we finish up breakfast, and that the three of us soon head out of the house. I can't read today, apparently. The breeze tickles through my hair, and the sunlight warms my face. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. So this would make it Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's a shame I'll have to spend most of it inside. I mean, that's what happens when you have to go to school. We spot Kosei walking up, a broad grin on his face.
Hey, guys!
Hey! He falls into step with me.
So, today's the big day, huh?
Big day?
Yeah, it's voting day.
Mina turns to Erilynn.
Are you nervous?
Not at all.
Why not?
There's nothing to be nervous about.
Positivity is the way to go. I could vote for someone else. You could lose. I mean, positivity is the way to go. Yeah, think positively. Anything is possible as long as you believe in yourself.
You may be cliche, but you're not wrong.
When am I ever wrong? Don't answer, that's rhetorical. Erilynn smirks. Like she knows or something. We soon reach the school. After pulling open the main doors, we cross through the halls and enter the class. Kira doodles in her open notebook. She glances over when I sit down.
Hi.
She's approaching me first. How unusual. Hey. You ready to vote? She nods. Who are you going to vote for? Kira pauses, considering the question.
Erilynn.
Really? Kira nods. I didn't think those two were close. Erilynn really is a popular candidate. The students talk to each other animatedly before Misato enters. Everyone quiets down as she approaches the front of the room.
Good morning, everyone. Today is an exciting day. We're going to be voting for our new grade representative.
I mean, that way we're quiet so we don't get another pop quiz like yesterday. The class mutters enthusiastically to each other. People are still talking about yesterday's debates. Erilynn doesn't react, but Jiro pushes his glasses from slipping down the bridge of his nose. Miss Sato gestures to a small box.
Please come to the front and write who you want to vote for on the ballot. Then just fold it up and put it in the box.
She smiles at Erilynn and Jiro.
And good luck to both of you.
They nod. Shuffling sounds fill the room as everyone stands up. Pretty soon, a decent line forms in the front of the room. Who should I vote for? Erilynn, Jiro, throw my vote away on one of the inconsequential candidates. Myself, or no one. You know what? Let's keep going with our friend here. She's pretty convincing so far. This guy, I just don't want to hear talk. Why would I talk to any one of these guys? Because they clearly didn't do anything. I'm not running. And still need to exercise the voting thing. So, Erilynn. I'm loyal to my friends. Of course I'll vote for Erilynn. She's the best suited for this job. Plus, free candy. I write her name down and drop it in the box. After voting, Kosei and Mina sit down next to me. So, who did you vote for?
Erilynn, of course.
Yeah, me too.
Mina turns to me.
What about you? You voted for Erilynn too, right?
Yeah, of course. Mina nods, satisfied with my answer. I'd be curious as to what it would be if we didn't. Erilynn floats back down to her seat before the last few students settle into their desks. Misato puts the box away and smiles.
Thank you for your votes, everyone. We'll find out the results tomorrow.
Why do I have this sinking feeling that Jiro's gonna try to tamper with the votes? Jiro shifts in his seat. He glances at Erilynn, who looks relaxed.
Now, everyone please pay attention. We're moving on to our first group project of the year.
Oh, those are gonna end well. There's a split chorus of groans and cheers.
Hopefully you'll have fun with it. Listen up so you can hear your group and topic.
Yeah, because group projects were always something I didn't necessarily care for in school, because I always felt like I was the one that wasn't doing anything. Like, I wasn't pulling my weight, which was always unfortunate, especially when I was in college, because I was always in rehearsals or practicing or something or other that I always seemed like I wasn't pulling my weight, and I hated being that guy. And I hated having that guy who actually wasn't. Or gal, I should say. It's inclusive. She points to a random batch of students sitting near each other.
You five will be in a group. You'll be reporting on democracy.
Random topic. She gestures to another gathering of students.
You five are assigned the oligarchy. And then...
She points to me, Mina, Kosei, and Erilynn.
You four will be together with...
I'm going to guess it's either Jiro or Kira. She hesitates as she looks at the students beside us.
Miss Igarashi.
Nailed it. I glance over to Kira, who blinks in response.
Your project will be on the monarchy.
Fitting. Misato quickly moves on with the rest of her assignments. I'm with all of my friends. Nice. Aw, yeah. Both of my waifus. Hew, hew, hew. Could be worse. Nice with, I mean, that's the natural reaction. I'm with all my friends. Score. We're gonna have the best project yet.
Yeah, this is awesome. We have all the smart people here.
I'm waiting for the jab, and then there's Kosei. There it is. She pauses and glances at Kosei.
Well, except for one person.
Kosei waits expectantly until realization dawns.
What? Hey!
Point proven.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Oh, Kira and Erilynn are in my group. Today is my lucky day. Kira shifts her desk closer to us so we can all chat, and she and Erilynn exchange pleasantries. I don't think they've actually really interacted all too much now that I think of it. I must have done something great in my previous life to be rewarded so richly. Thank you, Dishu. But which of them do I attempt to get closer to? As I contemplate my options, Mina waves her hand in front of my face. Huh?
Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Why'd you bring me back? Send me back!
We thought we lost you there, dude.
What do you mean?
You were staring super hard.
I wasn't staring.
Oh, you definitely were. Like a creep.
Yeah, sorry, man. Be more subtle about it next time.
You know, for some reason, getting called names doesn't have the same effect if I'm not getting yelled at and being called an idiot. By a redhead, at least. Something about that doesn't feel right. I get her hair's like peach, but I'm missing my idiot. What were you thinking?
Kosei,
What?
you're also a creep.
No,
Excuse me, Mina. Did you see me staring?
not today yet.
No.
Exactly.
As Mina frowns, Kosei shoots me a sly smile. Thanks, bro. You got my back. It seems I still have much to learn. And I'm not going to learn it from Kosei, I'd rather learn it from Sho. Everyone refocuses and an awkward silence settles over us. Erilynn looks disinterested while Mina and Kosei sneak glances at Kira, who remains neutral. So, what was our topic again?
The monarchy.
Yeah, Miss Sato said we'll need to create a report on the system of government.
How do you think we should start it?
Everyone stares blankly.
No one has any ideas?
Never.
Jeez, Mina, we only just got assigned the topic. We haven't thought that far yet.
We were just kind of getting over the whole fact of, we're all friends together.
I'm trying to be efficient.
I mean, we've had the project for like 5 minutes. Not even. Erilynn yawns.
There's no need to fret. I know everything we need to complete this project.
That was what I was thinking. When we got the monarchy, I was like, she's a princess, which means there must be a king and queen, so she should know all of this. Mina looks impressed.
Really? How come?
This is where Erilynn's probably going to say something about being a princess. I need to speak before she does. Sweden has a monarchy too.
Oh, that's true. It'll be interesting to compare the differences between Japan and Sweden. Kira, how about you? Do you already know anything about the topic?
I can't believe she bought it. Kira shifts in her seat.
Not particularly. Just what we've already learned in school.
Same here.
As the conversation moves on, I lower my voice and address Erilynn. Actually, with your background, you really would be an asset for this project.
I know. That's why I told everyone there's no need to stress.
So she's smarter than she looks. Egg on my face. Miss Sato claps her hands to get everyone's attention. The class slowly quiets down.
Okay, everyone, one final note. You'll be expected to present your project to the class, so be creative! You'll get points on your creativity as well as clarity.
So, I wonder if this would be an okay thing to have Erilynn come out in what her normal dress would be. Like, that would work here. For the first time, Kira seems a little interested. I'm not too worried about this. I think with Kira's knack for art and Erilynn's public speaking skills, we should be pretty solid with our presentation. Except for the fact that I don't know how to read. Miss Sato gives us some quick information about each of our topics and offers us more time to discuss as a group.
We should probably get together sometime outside of class and work out who does what.
Excellent suggestion, Mina.
Yeah, good idea. How about this weekend?
I'm down. Maybe Sunday?
I can do that.
Okay. It might be easiest if we all meet at my house since half of us already live there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We agree on a time and exchange contact information. I give Kira my address just before Miss Sato claps for our attention.
I hope you've all had
I mean,
the chance to
basically,
speak
I
to
have
your
everyone's
partners.
contact. I just need to
I
give
look
out my
forward to seeing
address.
everyone's presentations. Now, please open your textbooks.
Yes, Miss Sato. We settle down and focus as she dives into the lesson. The rest of class goes by in a blur. We're all so excited about this project. That's always the big thing. It's always good when you get your friends rather than having to make new ones. Finally, half of the day is over. It's time for lunch and our club activities, which will be available later. The bell announcing the end of the school day rings. Students collectively move from their seats to gather their things, the noise and bustle already taking over the room. As I'm putting my notebook into my bag, Erilynn approaches me, her bag slung over her shoulder.
Don't forget about tonight.
I won't. She nods, then stretches.
I'm going to rest a little before we go to the shrine.
Okay, I'll find you when I'm home. Apparently it's Thursday, not Wednesday like I thought. After a final nod, she exits the room. The results from the election haven't returned, but she's already acting like she runs the place. Regardless, I have some free time now. I wonder if anyone's free to hang out. So this is the first time I have some options that aren't the top tier waifus. So in that case, we go to the fan waifu who's not romanceable because she's your cousin. Might as well get a chance to know her. Plus, I really like Lily Pichu, so I wanna listen to her talk a little bit more and see how she's doing in this role. That's more of where my interest is. I see Mina gathering her stuff together. Hey, Mina. She looks up.
Oh, hey.
You ready to head home?
Yeah, I've had enough school for one day.
I nod in agreement. It'll be good to finally get out of here. After we've gathered all of our things, we head outside into the quad. Although I wonder if I went with Kosei while I give him that letter, because I still have it, I just haven't given it to him. Right away, we can see a small line is formed in the middle of the grass leading up to one of the trees. I blink. What's this about? Mina stands on her tiptoes and looks around.
Oh, it looks like someone is reading tarot cards.
Tarot cards?
Yeah, see the sign?
I have to look over the crowd to see it, but there's a sign that says free readings propped up in the grass. Why is someone randomly doing free readings?
Who cares? It's totally cool. We should get our fortunes read.
Yeah, we should. Witchcraft. Witchcraft? Is that supposed to be there? Nah, that stuff is a scam. Witchcraft, Raggy? Well, yeah, we should. Why not? I've never had my future told before. I've always wondered what it would be like. I match her grin. You're right. That sounds fun.
Doesn't it? Come on, let's get in line before it gets more crowded.
Plus, it's all for the low cost of free 99. We join the line and wait. Mina shifts from foot to foot. So, why are you interested in this stuff anyway? She shrugs.
I don't know. I guess I'm just curious about what she'd say about my future. It'll be a fun experience at least.
This is true. The line goes by fast. Soon, the tarot card reader says goodbye to the person in front of us and then turns to greet us.
Hello.
She gestures to the grass in front of her.
Please, sit down.
I follow Mina and plop down in the grass across from the girl.
Jupiter is aligned in the sky, bringing good luck. Which is why for today only, I'm offering free tarot readings.
This is even crazier than I expected.
Please, address the cards. What would you like to know?
Mina pauses.
I'm not sure. I didn't think this far.
Seriously? She turns to me and crosses her arms.
Well, what do you think then?
Ask about financial security, about the love life situation. Definitely your health. That's the most important thing. I think we're gonna go right down the middle and ask the one thing that pretty much everyone kind of goes for with this. You know, financial security is one thing. I know it's like health and love or those that have been gone, but let's go with love life because that's what we're always wondering. I'd pick romance to see how many girls I'd get. And I made it weird. She scoffs.
Oh, I can tell you that one already.
You can.
Yep, none.
Really? Really? You kidding me, Mina? That's cold. Do that to Kosei, not me. Why are you telling your own fortune? Mina crosses her arms.
Oh, we'll see about that.
She turns to the girl.
Can you tell us which one of us is more likely to get into a relationship first?
The cards will tell all.
Believe in the heart of the cards. She plays out 3 cards and dramatically turns the first one over. A bright smile flashes across her face.
Oh!
Mina sits up.
What is it?
Oh my.
She looks Mina straight in the eyes.
Your propensity for love is actually really high.
Two of us blink. Shocked. What? Really?
Yes.
I knew it! Who is it?
The girl flips over the second card.
Oh, he's right in front of your face. Someone you've never considered before.
I know who it is. I know who it is. Do you know who it is? I know who it is. I absolutely know who it is. It's Kosei. 100%. 100% it's Kosei.
Right in front of my face?
Mina turns and looks at me. And instantly cringes.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, we're cousins. The girl's brows furrow.
Are you sure? The cards are never wrong.
I think I know who my cousin is.
There's still one more card.
The girl turns over the last card. She shrugs.
Well, be that as it may, you two don't share a bloodline.
Mina blinks.
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me?
That's what the cards tell me. You two are not related by blood.
We glance at each other and then scoff.
We grew up together. I think we'd know by now if one of us was adopted.
Yeah, this does seem pretty unbelievable. Are you sure that's what the cards say? The girl crosses her arms.
Is Mars in opposition to Neptune?
I don't know. Not that crazy. Rhetorical question, do not answer that. Rhetorical question.
The answer is yes! My cards are never wrong. Look, I'll show you.
She shuffles the cards once more.
Let's see.
Or she's reading one of them upside down. She pulls out a random card from her deck, then blinks in surprise.
Huh. This is weird.
What do you mean?
She shows us the card. It looks like some kind of magical person.
This is the Magician card.
Magician card? Like dark magician?
Yes, it means there is something supernatural going on in your life.
How does she know? My pulse picks up a little. That's not far from the truth. Mina chuckles, unimpressed.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything magical going on in my life.
The girl shakes her head.
The card says otherwise. This one says this magic appeared unexpectedly, almost as if it fell out of the sky.
She looks Mina straight in the eye.
But someone is keeping it a secret from you.
I don't like this woman anymore. I wonder what else she has to say. Oh no, my magical secrets. We've reached our card limit. Let's humor her a little bit, and she's got my interest. This is eerily accurate. Fell out of the sky? Must be an Erilynn reference. If she's getting a reading about Erilynn, maybe she can give us some clue on how to help her. Can you tell us more about this magic? Where did it come from? The girl shuffles her deck again, but the next person in line snaps at us.
Hey, you've been in there forever. Hurry it up already.
I'ma come over there and I'ma hurry it up on your face. Yeah, come on, you only get 3 cards and you already got more than that. The tarot card reader shrugs apologetically.
Oh, they're right. I'm sorry, but I really have to be moving on now.
Mina looks over her shoulder at the crowd and her face flushes.
Oh, right. Come on, cuz. Let's get going.
But the stuff.
Are you guys done or what?
Yeah, okay, she's right. We've spent enough time here already. Thank you for your time anyway. The girl nods.
Remember, with Jupiter high in the sky, it's the best time to be bold.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Crazy? Mina follows me away from the crowd. She looks skeptical.
That was weird.
Yeah, the whole thing was too weird. Why would she say we weren't related by blood? Mina laughs.
Right? Like, come on. Maybe she was running out of ideas.
Probably. That's just too ridiculous to be true.
And all of that magic stuff she was talking about? That's definitely made up.
I chuckled, trying to keep my cool. Yeah, definitely. She sighs.
I guess that was kind of a waste. We should head home now, huh?
Yeah, I've had enough school for the day. We gather up our stuff and then head down toward the sidewalk, leaving the quad and the crowd behind. Well, that whole thing was a new experience. I wonder what more the girl would have said about Erilynn had we not been interrupted. Was all that other stuff she had said even real to begin with? Everything else seemed kind of weird, but she had been on the nose about magic. I try not to think too much about it. It looks like Mina's already put all of that behind her. When we get home, we throw off our book bags and head straight to our rooms. I hang out in my room, alternating between completing homework and getting distracted on the internet, when I notice the dimming light outside. I check the time. We should head out soon. Erilynn's door is closed, so I knock. Hey, Erilynn, are you ready?
Just a moment.
It only takes her a few minutes to get ready, and then we leave the house. She must be really eager to go. Erilynn is unusually serious and keeps picking up the pace as we walk. Are you nervous?
What is there to be nervous about?
There could be another Velden around.
I hope so.
Only one way to find out. Her words don't have the same confidence they normally do. If I were her, I'd be nervous too. We head out and make our way over. It's not long before we arrive at the shrine gate. I spot Kira's long dark hair in front of the entrance. Erilynn does too and shoots me a confused look right before we approach. Hey, Kira.
Hello.
Uh-oh. The waifus have met. I'm in trouble. Kira and Erilynn stare awkwardly at each other before Erilynn looks at me.
What's going on?
Kira also shifts her gaze to me and waits. Although her face doesn't show it, I have a feeling she's just as confused as Erilynn. I forgot that we never actually told Erilynn of Kira's involvement. This is awkward. Kira was actually there the night that you arrived. Erilynn looks back to Kira.
You were?
Kira nods. She has been helping me investigate, and we've been working together trying to find out what happened that day.
So you knew that I'm from Velden? No.
Erilynn's brows knit in confusion before Kira continues.
But I knew that you weren't from here. I saw you fall out of the sky that night.
Erilynn looks slightly concerned.
You knew everything this whole time? How come I didn't know about this?
Kira blinks.
I thought you did.
I didn't.
I'm in trouble now.
He never told you?
Oh, I'm definitely in trouble now. Both women turn to stare at me. Erilynn folds her arms, demanding an explanation. There wasn't a good time. This isn't entirely my fault. Yeah, I messed up. I mean, I could take the fault here. Be the honest man about it. You know, I could have definitely done it, but there really wasn't a good time with everything that's going on. I mean, I definitely could have after we found out about the High Velden stuff. Yeah, I'll admit fault. I could have handled this situation better, and they both know it. No point in denying it or making excuses. I'm sorry, Erilynn. I should have told you. Erilynn crosses her arms.
Yes, you should have.
Anyway, now you know. Kira looks at Erilynn.
I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. I would have told you myself if I'd known.
Erilynn hesitates, then nods.
I appreciate the sentiment.
And don't worry, Kira won't share your secret with anybody.
I'm not interested in spreading rumors.
Neither am I.
Then what exactly is your interest?
Me? Me?
I'm curious to know what's going on.
As we all are.
She gives Kira one last long look before softening her expression.
If that's the case, then I suppose thanks are in order.
What for?
Erilynn points to me.
For helping this one look for answers. If we had to rely solely on his abilities, we wouldn't have learned anything.
I'm offended. I don't need these. I don't deserve this. I'm trying to help, and this is the thanks I get? Come on. Rude. Kira smiles faintly. Oh, this is not fair.
You're welcome.
Maybe now we can move on and focus on what we came here to do? Erilynn slides me an unimpressed glance.
You said it was an old lady who spoke the phrase, yes?
Mrs. Tanaka.
We should find her at once.
Erilynn strides through the gates and we follow her through. Kira then leads the way to the area by the offering box. Luckily, Mrs. Tanaka is there. A bright smile splits her face and she waves when she sees us.
Oh, you kids came back.
I told you we would. We promised we would.
I'm so delighted. It's lovely to see you again.
When she notices Erilynn, her eyes grow wide. She subtly elbows Kira.
Oh my, do you two still have that amulet I gave you?
Yes.
Good. Don't lose it. That friend you have is also very pretty, and you don't want to lose your man.
This puts me in an awkward position. Is it even worth correcting Mrs. Tanaka? I have a feeling it would do no good.
Thanks, Mrs. Tanaka. I'm not concerned.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. She's not? Is that because she likes me or doesn't like me? Which one do you guys think it is? I can't dwell on the thought for too long as Erilynn clears her throat. Actually, Mrs. Tanaka, this is Erilynn, the friend I mentioned last time. Mrs. Tanaka softens into a warm smile.
It's nice to meet you, Erilynn.
The pleasure is all mine.
Could you repeat the phrase you told us last time?
Oh, you mean Alio ten L'Oreal dan Mali.
L'Oreal dan Mali. I can't pronounce stuff. Erilynn grins excitedly.
Mali nodirum alioten.
Mrs. Tanaka looks surprised.
Oh, that's quite lovely. What does it mean?
Not the reaction I was looking for. Or expecting. Erilynn's smile falters.
It's the other half of the honorific expression.
Really?
You're not familiar with it?
I don't believe I am, but I'd be happy to learn it.
Although she tries to hide it, I see the disappointment seeping into Erilynn's eyes. I see it too.
Where did you learn the expression?
Here at the temple. An elderly woman used to visit quite often, and I hear her say it.
Is this the same woman who mentioned the ethereal energy?
Yes, exactly.
Next question, where can we find her? The three of us exchange glances.
I'd like to arrange a meeting with her.
She comes in with her grandson, but likes to keep to herself. It's been a very long time since I saw either of them, though.
How long?
Oh, maybe about a month or so.
And when did you first hear the phrase?
I think 2 months ago. I do wish she'd visit again. It sounds like a pretty language. Actually, what language is it?
That is the ancient and sophisticated dialect of...
Swedish. It's Swedish. Hush. I ignore the dirty look Erilynn shoots me.
Oh, how fun. I know a phrase in Swedish.
Mrs. Tanaka giggles.
Maybe you could teach me more?
Another time, perhaps. It's getting late and we should be heading back. Mrs. Tanaka nods.
Of course. You must all have school tomorrow. Well,
yes, we do.
Thank you for visiting, and I hope you'll come again.
Thanks, Mrs. Tanaka. We say goodbye and walk towards the exit. Erilynn doesn't seem too concerned as we walk. In fact, she acts normal. Is she really okay, or is she hiding her disappointment? Kira glances at Erilynn. I wonder if she's thinking the same thing I am.
Mrs. Tanaka mentioned the old woman had a grandson. Maybe there are more people.
That's true. We thought there were no Veldens, and then find out there were 2 Veldens here? Who knows how many more may be around? Erilynn nods.
That is possible.
She wears a soft smile. I think maybe that helped? She seems happier. It's hard to tell, I can't get a good read. We exit the shrine and begin the walk home. I'm surprised to see that Erilynn's smile has only grown. She's much more relaxed than when we first arrived.
How are you feeling, Erilynn?
Excellent.
Really? I glance at Kira, who blinks in confusion. How come?
Because now I know I'll be rescued.
How do you know that?
It's quite simple. That old woman and her grandson have obviously returned home after 2 months of being stranded here.
How do you know they've returned? Erilynn shoots me an exasperated look.
If they frequented the shrine so often that Mrs. Tanaka memorized their sayings, then why would they suddenly disappear?
She brings up a fair point. A very fair point. Okay, when you put it that way, it does make sense.
And that means I have nothing to worry about.
She's lost me again.
Do you think they were rescued?
They must have been. And if some random Veldens can be rescued, then I can expect to be found and rescued even sooner. After all, as the princess, my safe return would be a top priority.
That means there's hope. Let's make the most of our time together. I don't think that's how it works. I mean, that means there's hope. That's great news.
Exactly.
She reaches her arms above her head in a stretch.
I feel so much better knowing that this is all temporary.
I'm really happy for you.
Me too.
Thank you.
When we reach Kira's intersection, we pause. Thanks for coming with us today.
Yes, and thank you for all you've done for me already.
Kira smiles slightly.
No problem. I'm glad I could help.
See you at school tomorrow. She nods. After saying goodbye, we part ways. Erilynn and I continue our journey home. Out of curiosity, what does that honorific expression mean?
Aliotin Lorialden Mali translates to, May the dawn forever illuminate Terra.
Terra.
And Mali Nodira Maliotin translates to, May Terra forever uplift the dawn.
Such beautiful poetry. What is this nonsense? Nice. I mean, poetry. Oh, that's beautiful and very poetic.
Yes, it was written in the original mandate, and is the most well-known High Amirian expression in Velden.
It sounds like you guys have a rich cultural history. We soon arrive home and she immediately goes to her room. I return to my room as well and finish up my remaining homework, then I get ready for bed. I have mixed feelings knowing that Erilynn has a finite amount of time left here. Although she's only been with us for a short while, I've gotten used to her presence. Still, this would be for the best. Erilynn deserves to return to the comfort of her own home. Quieting my thoughts, I lay down in my bed and drift to sleep. And with many mysteries of what is to possibly come. I wake up in the morning with a wide yawn. Another school day. At least tomorrow is the start of the weekend.